Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, snowfall warning. Edmonton gears up for its single largest dump of snow so far this season. Jari versus Skinner. The Oilers and Penguins face off less than a week after swapping goalies. And a Christmas tribute. The story behind a single ornament hanging from a leaning tree.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
A snowfall warning is in place for Edmonton and the surrounding area. To prepare, the city has issued a parking ban for major roads and bus routes starting tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Josh Clausen will be here in a moment with your forecast details. First, CTV's Merrick DeCash has more on the preparations underway ahead of the dump of snow.
It's been a busy month for snow and ice removal companies.
I've been doing this since 2008. This stretch in December has probably been one of the hardest stretches as a company that we've had, for sure.
Temperature swings have led to a difficult few weeks for crews.
We've had 3 freezing rain events already in December, which is unheard of, really. Typically, we get 1 or 2 of those in a whole season, and we've had 3 over the last 14 days.
Meaning rock chips and ice melters have been used more than usual.
We've gone through, to give you an idea, over 200,000 pounds of ice melt in the last week alone. Okay, I don't know how many elephants that is, but it's a lot of elephants.
While the ice has been the problem lately, snow is on the way. Heavy snow is expected throughout the day Wednesday.
How much, sorry?
20 centimeters.
Oh, that's too much, you know. It's scary.
Are you nervous at all?
No, not at all, no. It's just is what it is.
I'm from East Coast, buddy. We used to have like 30, 35, 40, 45 centimeters of wet snow. That snow here, there's nothing.
The city says take it slow and stay safe.
As always, take your time, give yourself a little bit extra time to get to work or wherever you're going. And as always, give our crews room to work, and we can get those roads as clear as possible for you.
Both city and private crews will likely be hard at work come early Wednesday morning.
It's going to be definitely the worst snow of the season thus far, and people should just be prepared to probably cancel their travel plans tomorrow.
Merrick DeCash, CTV News, Edmonton.
All right, Josh, that parking ban kicks in tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. What time can we expect the flakes to start flying?
Yeah, by 7 p.m., the snow should pretty much all be done. It's going to start early tomorrow morning here in the city. Heaviest to be midday, late morning, early afternoon. It was actually a fairly pleasant day today out ahead of this storm system. -9 in Edmonton right now after hitting -7 for a daytime high. But look at the warnings map. Lit up like a Christmas tree. You got a cold warning in effect across the north. Wind chill near -40 overnight tonight, early tomorrow morning. In the red zone from Edmonton off to the northwest towards Grand Prairie, snowfall warning. 10 to 20 centimeters, some spots maybe 25 to 30 centimeters worth of snow. In the purple zone, a winter storm warning. Several factors at play here. You've got really gusty wind, potentially 70 to 90 kilometer per hour gusts, heavy snow, maybe 25 to 30 centimeters of snow in some areas, and the potential at the southern edge of this for some freezing rain as well. By the way, this white zone, this is a blizzard, a full-on blizzard warning. Red Deer south to Calgary, it's a blowing snow advisory, near blizzard conditions here in the purple and the blue zones. And then in this green zone, you have 2 wind warnings. One, the base level yellow wind warning, and then you also have this orange level, stepped up because of the impact of 130 kilometer per hour wind gusts west of Lethbridge at times tomorrow. See, there was some snow in northeastern Alberta, but this storm system has not developed just yet. There it is starting to get going early tomorrow morning. This is about 5 a.m. There's your chance of freezing rain. Here's some snow south of Edmonton. Watch as it closes in by 8 a.m. Gusty wind and some snow already coming down. As we said, heaviest snow will be midday, and then by about 5, 6 p.m. should all start to push off to the east. Closer look at that and the rest of your forecast, including the deep freeze that follows in just a few minutes.
All right, Josh, thank you. Skate Canada says Alberta will be left out of future national and international level events because of the Alberta Fairness and Safety in Sport Act. The law restricts transgendered athletes from participating in female-only sports. Skate Canada says it's unable to host events in the province while maintaining its standards for safety and inclusivity. The decision applies only to national and international level events. In a statement, Alberta Sport Minister Andrew Boychenko says provincial rules keep girls safe and competitions fair. This decision does not affect Alberta athletes' ability to participate in Skate Canada programming and competitions. No upcoming national or international events are scheduled to be held in Alberta. Edmonton police are throwing their support behind the city's bid to bring back photo radar. The province is reviewing requests to reactivate speed on green cameras at 2 of the more than 80 intersections equipped with the technology. CTV's Amanda Anderson reports.
Over the past year, Edmonton police have been working without an important partner on the roads.
If people are aware that there's a chance that they're going to get a ticket, I would like to think that most people are going to change their behavior, change their driving pattern when they're driving in an area that is susceptible to automated enforcement.
These cameras still capture and send tickets to vehicles that run red lights, but provincial regulations that took effect in January meant having to deactivate catching speed violations.
Feels like because of the lack of consequences, people are choosing to drive more dangerously.
Data from the city shows an 87% increase in the number of people going 20 to 30 kilometers over the posted limit. Police are seeing a similar trend.
We're still seeing an uptick in more aggressive driving, and what we're seeing is an increase in 50-plus violations, 30-plus violations.
We are at the highest number of fatalities this year since Vision Zero was adopted in 2015.
The province is currently reviewing requests to reactivate the speed on green at 2 problem intersections in Edmonton.
These are real lives being lost. It doesn't need to be this way, especially when the tools exist.
When we look at the criteria, many of our intersections will still meet those requirements, but we do have to put together the business cases to bring it back.
With more than 80 intersection safety devices, the city says there will be more requests submitted, a move police believe will make a big difference.
The automated enforcement can also be there all the time, and it can be there in a place and can sometimes control driving behaviors when we don't have that capacity to do manned enforcement.
Police say the solution doesn't just lie with cameras and enforcement, but drivers too.
We all play a role in that, and we just need to do better.
Amanda Anderson, CTV News, Edmonton.
The province says Albertans support higher speed limits on some highways. More than 59,000 people responded to a government survey about upping the speed limit to 120 kilometers an hour on certain roads. The transportation minister says 68% of people who responded support the move. 90% supported restricting commercial trucks from using certain highway lanes. The minister says the province will choose rural divided highways for a trial run sometime next year. The Edmonton Oilers and Pittsburgh Penguins face off tonight, less than a week after swapping their goalies. Tristan Jarry and Stuart Skinner will both start in net for their new teams.
Yeah, it's funny. We're ripping off the Band-Aid right away, which is good. I think, thinking about it, I think I'd rather it be like this and just kind of get it over with. But also to enjoy it too. You know, I get to play my old teammates, and me and Brett get to do it together, and I think that's nothing but exciting.
Be a little bit different, but you know, we wish them all the best, just not tonight.
Defenseman Brett Kulak was also included in that trade and will play for the Penguins tonight. For the Oilers, winger Quinn Hudson will play his first NHL game of the season after being called up from Bakersfield. With 16 goals in 24 games, only 2 other players have scored more goals in the American Hockey League so far this season.
We're just having our team Christmas party on Sunday, and it's like 8 o'clock at night. They're like, oh, you're coming up. So I got on a flight the next morning at 5 a.m.
Hudson was held pointless during the 2 games he played with the Oilers last season. A local high school student is being recognized nationally for his performance on and off the court. CTV's Sasha Petramala has more on the slam dunk gaining him and a local videographer attention.
Jordan Hunt Hunter has talents on and off the court.
Piano is like my second passion. I fill my time with basketball and piano. I've always loved it.
During the opening ceremonies of the Jasper Place Dunk Contest, Hunter sang and played a song mashup on the piano.
Great to do that part and just show the softer side of me, I guess.
That part didn't last long. He soon laced up his shoes for competition, and one shot made all the difference. That's Hunter's winning shot.
The fact that he went from singing and performing a piano medley and singing in the opening ceremony to throwing down a dunk like that was amazing.
His dunk soon spread across social media, including a post from TSN. A local videographer captured the unforgettable moment.
500K, 800K, it kept going up in views every single minute. And it felt very rewarding for me.
Hitting that dunk and getting swarmed was epic. It was so epic. It's a little bit strange to have a bunch of eyes, but it's pretty cool.
Jordan Baker was one of the dunk contest judges. The head coach and president of the Edmonton Stingers only gave Hunter a 9 out of 10.
Luckily, the camera doesn't pan to show the judges and what they graded it. With the way that the crowd and everyone reacted, I think everyone knew that was going to be the winning dunk, so I kind of come out unscathed. It didn't have any impact on the final result.
If things pan out for Hunter, he hopes either one of his talents will take him places.
Of course, it's everybody's dream to play university. For piano, I'd love to go to university, play piano as well.
It took Hunter 5 tries before he nailed his shot, but he proved his slam dunk was no shot in the dark. Sasha Petramala, CTV News, Edmonton.
Coming up next on CTV News, new life for a boarded-up backcountry lodge.
I have the opportunity to not only experience the wilderness, experience the nature, but at the same time, walk into a piece of Canadian history.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Wednesday on Your Morning Edmonton, what happens in the brain to make us love sparkly holiday lights and wintry smells? Plus, we catch up with the winners of Traders Canada and MasterChef Canada.
Your Morning Edmonton, weekdays.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
You're watching CTV News at 5.
A boarded-up backcountry lodge in Yoho National Park, which once attracted guests from around the world, is expected to reopen. Parks Canada has just chosen a new operator for Twin Falls Chalet. CTV's Alicia Fieldberg has more.
A 9-kilometer hike in Yoho National Park leads you to this National Historic Site, which has been boarded up for 5 years, but now has a new operator and is expected to reopen for tourism.
The Twin Falls is a beautiful little spot. Absolutely excited to be a part of its future.
Canadian Pacific Railway built Twin Falls Chalet in 1908 as a hiking destination for rail travelers. Parks Canada owns it, but leases it to operators for a cut of the profits. Since 1962, Fran Drummond had been running it as a tea house, cooking meals and hosting overnight guests with no electricity or plumbing. She was revered for her passion and dedication, but Parks said she was no longer meeting the terms of the agreement, so ended it in 2019.
She's a very important part of the history of the park and history of the tea house. We got to a point where she was no longer able to continue and have meet the requirements of a license of occupation, and that's when we transitioned to seeking a new operator.
Parks wanted it to continue operating as a tea house, but the new group chosen to run it realized that wouldn't be feasible.
Foot traffic is around 50 people per day, which does not provide enough opportunity or traffic for enough revenue to operate it.
Instead, Alpine Club of Canada is now preparing to offer it to visitors as a hut. That means no staff and guests bring their own food and bedding.
You need to collect your water and treat it to make sure you can drink it. You prepare your own food, and everyone helps clean and take care of the facility.
The club also plans to install solar power and find a way to commemorate the chalet's history.
Have the opportunity to not only experience the wilderness, experience the nature, but at the same time, walk into a piece of Canadian history. That is the type of experience that we know a lot of visitors really cherish.
Alpine Club of Canada operates 2 other National Historic Sites in Yoho National Park and says since Twin Falls sits between them, it will give guests a unique opportunity.
It's going to create our first hut-to-hut traverse experience.
The goal is to open for guests in August of 2027. Alicia Fieldberg, CTV News, Calgary.
The Salvation Army was out on the front lines today. It's making sure families who might go without are receiving toys at Christmas. This is one of the many distribution locations for the toy program. Each one is set up to let clients choose gifts for their children.
We recognize Christmas isn't always easy for people, so a chance to have that human connection. And then, of course, we send over gift cards and talk about toys, and then they come in here, meet their elf, and go shopping.
At this one location, more than 200 families in need received toys and gift cards. The Salvation Army helps achieve this through partnerships with Toy Angel, businesses and schools in the Edmonton area.
Help us build a mountain of toys. Donate today at ctvedmonton.ca.
Picklefest will make its Edmonton debut next year. The festival started a few years ago in Toronto. It expanded to Vancouver last year. Organizers say people can expect local vendors, lots of pickle-themed drinks and foods, entertainment, and even a home pickling contest. The Picklefest co-owner says he loves seeing different generations come together to enjoy the festival. He says many people and cultures are connected to pickles, including his own.
I think it's just something that brings people together, and it's in, everybody's family. I mean, my Uncle Brian, Eli's father, makes pickles. He's been making pickles for 40 years. And I think it's just kind of, everybody knows somebody in their family, their friends who make pickles. And I think that's kind of why we do this.
This celebration of fermentation is coming to Fan Park on October 17th. Tickets are on sale tomorrow. Josh, I don't want to make a big deal over the snow coming, but we could be in quite a pickle when we're trying to make our way home tomorrow night. Is that enough pickle puns for you?
Yeah. Way to make fun of a serious situation, Matt. Way to go.
Well, the snow's not here yet, is it?
I'm just sour. I'm just sour over that. All right, take a look outside right now with the Action Furnace River Valley Skycam. Action Furnace fixed right here, it's free. Minus 11. It was actually a fairly pleasant day today. Roads were a little greasy at times, especially early in the day. It is going to be brutal out there tomorrow, though. Minus 7 for the high. We've slipped since then. Minus 20 right now in Fort McMurray. It's minus 18 in Grand Prairie. Red Deer, Jasper above 0 by a degree or 2. Here's your cold warning for the areas in pink. Snowfall warning from Edmonton off to the west-southwest. This snowstorm will start in the northwest and then gradually make its way off to the east-southeast with the heaviest of the snowfall. And as we combine that with some strong wind, the potential for some freezing rain at the southern edge of this, winter storm warning for the areas in purple, primarily midday and through the afternoon hours, and then Red Deer south to Calgary, a blowing snow advisory for now. That may get upgraded. Basically, near blizzard conditions for much of the day tomorrow. If you can stay off highways, that is by far and away the best bet. You notice this system hasn't even really developed just yet. Here it comes overnight tonight. There's early tomorrow morning. Peace Country down through the Edmonton region off to the southeast. There's your chance of freezing rain at the southern edge of this. Looks like through the morning hours, there's some snow really early in the morning that'll blow through Red Deer. Then you get a bit of a break, and then you get walloped around lunchtime tomorrow. Heaviest of the snowfall's probably going to be from around Edmonton off to the east-southeast through the afternoon hours. You can see by about supper time, looks like we're on the back edge of that, and by tomorrow evening, the snow is completely out of here. There in the purple zone is where we're expecting the most significant snowfall accumulation. Could be some areas in that zone close to 30 centimeters by the time it's all said and done with. In the city, in general, about 10 to 20 centimeters of snow. Minus 28 Fort McMurray, minus 21 in Grand Prairie, minus 8 in Red Deer tomorrow morning. In a lot of spots, temperatures will be colder tomorrow afternoon. Minus 23 for Fort McMurray, minus 19 in Grand Prairie with that heavier snow, especially through the first half of the day. Should start to back off through the early afternoon hours. Wind chill is going to make it feel about 10 degrees colder than it reads on thermometers for all areas. And from Red Deer off to the east into the Red Deer, Lloydminster, Coronation regions, Hannah as well. You're looking at wind gusts tomorrow, 60 to 90 kilometers per hour. Here in the city, starting tomorrow morning, carrying through to mid-afternoon, we've got gusts in the 30 to 40 kilometer per hour range. So blowing snow is going to be a problem. Falling temperatures, we're in the minus 20 range already by tomorrow evening, and it gets even colder as we head towards the end of the week. Minus 12 on Thursday, a little bit of a bump in temperatures. Some more snow, though, late in the day, too. That could be another 2 to 5. So we could throw 10 to 20 on the ground here tomorrow. Thursday, add to that, and then there's the deep freeze, minus 20 by Friday afternoon. With wind, it's probably going to feel in the minus 30s through Friday afternoon. Winter officially starts on Sunday, but man, wintry temperatures are already here, and they're sticking around right through to Christmas. It's a little bit of a break there back into single digits, it looks like, for Christmas Day and Boxing Day, but some more snow, it looks like, Monday of next week, although that will not even come close to what's happening tomorrow. Again, if you have to do any sort of traveling tomorrow, if it's west-northwest of Edmonton, hold off until late in the day. If it's east of Edmonton, the earlier you can get out, the better. And the best idea would be just to avoid travel altogether tomorrow.
All right, Josh, thank you. When we return, why a man in North Edmonton decorates this large leaning tree with just a single ornament.
I like to put it up at night so it's a surprise in the morning when people see it.
CTV News at 5 continues.
Help us build a mountain of toys. Donate today at ctvedmonton.ca.
A basic yet eye-catching Christmas display has been set up in North Edmonton. One large red ornament hanging from a roadside tree. It's a nod to a classic Christmas movie and a tribute to family. When it comes to Christmas decorating, over-the-top displays like Clark Griswold's usually get all the accolades. For the past 2 years, though, this simple yet significant ornament hanging from a tree on 58th Street is getting some attention of its own.
I like that it's quite festive. It definitely brings a sense of cheer to the neighborhood. I don't know who puts it up at all. It just shows up.
You know, everybody seems to love it.
Sean Kearns is the one who hangs the solo sphere.
I like to put it up at night so it's a surprise in the morning when people see it.
He does it in late November before his parents visit from Nova Scotia.
And I always like to put it up so Mom can see it. Growing up, my mom's favorite Christmas holiday movie was Charlie Brown Christmas.
Kearns says this tree has the perfect lean to replicate one of the movie's most iconic scenes.
I've killed it.
I didn't pull it down or anything. This is normally what the tree looks like. It's not under any stress by the ornament.
Getting it up there takes some patience and lasso-like skills.
You just kind of wing it around until you let her go and it flies up and over the top. It took me, a half dozen tries to get it where it is.
While last year's big red ball disappeared after a few days, this one appears to be anchored firmly in place.
Hopefully the Grinch doesn't find this one.
Kearns doesn't plan to go over the top or channel Chevy Chase's character anytime soon.
It doesn't need anything else, unless I could get a big blue blanket to go around the bottom, of course.
Maybe it just needs a little love.
A classic Christmas connection, spreading a little love to his family and community. And that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.